See, we have nobody on yet. I'm trying to get on my laptop to see. Oh, we got something good. We got somebody going. Okay, so we're working. Okay, if you're on YouTube now, what I have is I'm gonna do a video. So I'm gonna have you eavesdrop over the video I'm gonna do. And then afterwards, I'll spend some time asking your questions, answering some of your questions. Good afternoon from Dallas. That's not Dallas, Pennsylvania. I used to live near Dallas, Pennsylvania. But I assume you mean Dallas, Texas. Okay, let us see and get going here. It's not that. Deadline for St. John. Organized crime. Okay. Let's. Okay, now. Okay, that's running. And we're gonna start here. Okay, now Biden only has, I don't know, 10 months or so before the election. And so what they do a lot of times, these politicians, they're going to give out more money so they maybe get more votes. But it's not directly in a way. In other words, Biden's not going to sit in the back of the White House and hand out checks. The system's complicated. And most of but actually it's elected officials, so all your local government agencies and cities and counties and state government will be wanting you to vote for them too, so they're going to find more money. Now what's happening too is there's a lot of COVID money still at the local level, okay? So that's why they haven't spent it all. And that's why what's coming up now, the local officials are now deciding, hey, we have this extra money, we got to get rid of it. Now, I'm going to give you 10 places, and I'll have the links. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'll put, after I finish this, I'll put the links in the description so you have all the links to apply for these programs and find out more about it. But more importantly, when you listen to what I'm giving, there's most likely the same programs where you live. See, I'm giving you samples of programs in different parts of the country that just started these programs. Because that's why I get noticed about new programs. But what happens is there's probably programs similar to that already where you live. So don't be, closed-minded and think, oh, that's there and it won't be here. Man, you don't know that. I don't know that. But I'm showing you the kinds of programs that are available for you where you live. And that's why if you're a member, then it's really start finding out how to find these things where you live. If you're not a member, then there's a lot of free sources like findhelp.org or your elected officials. You just start digging and use AI. Don't use Google looking for this stuff because you'll just wind up spending money. Okay, here we go. Okay, how about $12,500 for a food and wine business? So if you have a business involved in selling food or wine, here's a grant at the State Economic Development Office for that. Okay, here's one. A community development block grant, which is giving $58,000 to help people who want to help the homeless. I don't know where you live, but where I live, I know there's a lot of homeless. And what we do is give gift cards at Christmas time and things like that, and fundraisers and whatever. So here they're giving out $58,000 for groups locally to help the homeless. So maybe you could do something like that, okay? And that's for the Community Development Block Grant. Here's what, near the end of the rope. This is a nonprofit, okay, that gives out grants to people who are struggling. Now, actually what they have, people who have trouble paying rent, paying for their car, paying their phone bills. So this is the kind of nonprofits that are out there in the local communities. Okay, so that's another example. Here's there's an ad, a pop-up here, a loan that is 0% interest. How do you like that? Who else would give a loan 0% interest? Well, the government does. And not only that, they give free seminars if you don't think you know how to apply it. A lot of our members are like that. They're so paranoid, they think they won't know how to fill out the blanks of an application, and that's fine. So you take the free seminars. And most of the loans that are given out, or even grants, have that, where they give out seminars. Let's see, where are we? Oh, tax refund. Okay, this is Pennsylvania has a tax refund. Actually, it's $1,000 in rent and property taxes. So in other words, they're giving back $1,000 even if you don't pay property taxes. So if you pay rent, you're going to get $1,000. And they're doing this through the tax system. So that's why now you're going to start paying taxes. You got to be on the lookout for things like this for the tax system. How do you find it? Well, you go to findhelp.org, and look for free tax help. There's a lot of free tax help locally, because this will be local, state kind of stuff, and you want to find out about that local stuff, okay? So findhelp.org and look for free tax help. Okay, who else we got here? Oh, there's a good thing. You can't see it because they want me to buy this, and I ran out of my freebies. But I'll tell you about a program that's available, and this is Hazleton, Pennsylvania, where I live. Now, what they're doing is paying people who don't have degrees and don't have a good job. They pay you $35,000 to train for a good job that starts at $35 an hour. So you get paid $35 an hour. Now that's correct. This is benefits and wages, okay? $35 an hour. You get paid. While you're training, you get paid while you're training, and then you get a job for $55 an hour. Man, I mean, I haven't seen a deal like that for a long time. See, this is Biden money. They got so much training money, and Biden's giving out all around the country. Okay, here's another thing for seniors called the Federal Home Loan Bank Board. Now, the Federal Home Loan Bank Board is a little complicated. It's a bank of banks. It's a government set up this bank of banks, and this is where a lot of banks don't give out. The commercial banks don't, but these government subsidized banks give out grants. And this is a grant for $5,000 to $20,000 for home repair for people over 60, okay? No matter what age you are. So, I'm 80, so I could apply this for the last 20 years. Okay. Now, the Federal Home Loan Bank Board, you got to find out which members in your area belong to the Federal Home Loan Bank. And there's regions and everything. So to find out all that, you go to Federal Home Loan Bank Board. Federal Home Loan Bank Board, and find the office near you, okay? It's going to take a little planning or research on your part, but if you go to FHLBanks.com, that's the national office, so you want to find your local office and see what the local office has. That's FHLBanks. Now, I'm going to have all this stuff in the description below, so don't worry about it. Okay, where are we? We're like number 8, I think. Emergency assistance for college students. Listen to this. They're giving college students, and this is in Minnesota, $1,200 to help pay for living expenses, rent, food, emergencies, groceries, transportation, things like that. That's an extra grant. They're giving it to the college to give to the students. So that's right. Anybody who's in a college, full-time, part-time, make sure you go financial aid office, they're getting money all the time that comes and go. Get a friend there so they know that you're always looking for money, and they can tell you when new stuff comes in. Now, this is interesting. There's scam artists that are, the EBT, the card you get for some of the social programs now to pay for food stamps and stuff like that. Well, what they're doing, scammers are taking photographs of you putting in your number, then they make a clone card and zero out your balance. Now, that's a pain in the ass, right? Because you don't have money. Now, some states will, and a lot of states now are giving back. So if somebody steals your money like that and you didn't know, call the organization locally or call your elected official, because you could get the money turned back into it. And this is like this story here, they found, but 30 or 40 thieves that are running around the country doing this stuff, and they're headquartered out in Bulgaria or somewhere in Eastern Europe. That was interesting. But here's another thing about rent for pandemic rent. A lot of cities, a lot of states, a lot of counties still have money for the pandemic, okay, to pay for rent. And if they're out, then you really have to go to findhelp.com and find other sources. People have money that won't be pandemic money. There's always money for rent. You have to dig it out. But there's also still the national money for rent for the pandemic. So that's still there. And now they're saying, hey, you have until June 27th to apply for the rent for the pandemic. And this is down in Johns County. I think this is Florida. Yes, it's Florida. So that's why, the money's there. It's just going to take more work than you thought, okay? But our grants are really easy. See, what we do, we give out grants, $75,000 for the grants just to members every month, and in 4 different applications, and you can apply for all 4. You can win all 4, but you can't win one twice, okay? And so make sure if and when you join, you apply to all our 4 applications, okay? And if you're not a member, fine. Findhelp.org is a good place to start looking for things, or call up your elected official. Now, everybody's not going to be perfect, and they may not help you. That's all okay. You may have to make 20 calls to do something, but man, if somebody's going to give you $30,000 not to pay rent, that's worth more than 30 calls, right? So roll up your sleeves and find out what's out there, because somebody's got to get the money, and hundreds of millions of people get it every year, an average of $14,000 every year. Wow, why not you? Because you don't know. Okay. Let's see, YouTube. Whose tube? My tube, your tube. Let's get some answers here, okay, to people. Where are you, little star? Wendy, how are you? Oh, you're in Pittsburgh. I'm from Wilkesboro. And some of the programs I just talked to were about Pittsburgh. Matthew from Maryland. Yes, I am in Maryland. In Florida, way south, Broward County. I would find anything. Where can I go? Rent assistance. So, well, I see there's some national rent assistance. Okay, for rental assistance, the first thing you want to do is go to this website called NCSHA. Well, let's do it over here. Okay, you want to go ncsha.org, and look for the Emergency Rental Assistance. This is the National Association, and they'll have a map of the United States where you could find out where in Florida you apply for the national program. But that's only one program. In Broward County, there's probably 20, 30, 40 more programs. And you find them by going to findhelp.org, put in rent, put in your zip code, and put in rent, and then just start calling them. Even if they're not perfect for you, talk to them anyway and find out, hey, use them to see if anybody else would be perfect. So you want to get a listing of all the people that help people with rent problems. And like I say, there'll be 20, 30, 40 people. And so you just go down that list and talk to as many as you can to find out who can point you to the right direction that will be right for you, because all of them not right for you, but somebody should be. How can I get in touch with you for ad ice? Oh, that may be ad advice. They told me you do not accept personal calls. It's business. Yeah, I mean, I don't. I have so many people beat on me every day. The advice we have is, and I answer a lot of these questions like I do here, is on Let's Go Help, letsgohelp.com. And you can ask me 100 questions a day if you like. Me or one of the other researchers will help you and point you to things. This is what we do. We have live seminars too, and I answer questions live like I do here, but for members only. So yeah, I mean, it is, time is important. We have a few thousand members, and members help each other. What we have are Let's Go Help navigators. They go on live periods during the day, and you can ask them questions. So it's only $20 program, and that's the best we could do. You could try to email me. Maybe you get lucky. I just get so many emails. But you could do it at letsgofreeradio@gmail.com. And if you don't hear from me in a day or two, just beat on me again. Try to get lucky. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. This is the first chat. Help me with Michigan property, although I am from Chicago. So if you have a problem with a property in Michigan, I don't know what you mean. You want to buy something in Michigan? You want to do anything? I mean, if you're a member, Let's Go Help. I mean, we're obligated to help you until you satisfy your problem. So you could ask us 100 questions a day. Doing it free, I would point you to find out what city and county your property is in, then go to HUD.gov/counseling, okay? HUD.gov/counseling, and make an appointment to talk with a free counselor, because the HUD counselors, financial and housing counselors, they'll know a lot more about that than I would, and they're free. Sheena, okay, I talked to you. Oh, Emily, is that you just called? How are you, financial advisor? Well, I mean, you know, in the world of finances, I guess I am. But if you need help with a free financial advisor, wherever you live in this country, there's two ways. One is you go to HUD.gov/counseling, and you'll find free financial counselors that the government pays grants to help you for free. And then also, if you go to findhelp.org and put in financial counselors, you'll find free financial counselors there. And I would make it, even if they're not useful, man, you're not charging anything. You're going to go up from where you are now. Hello, Ms. Glasgow. I'm a veteran who is a copyright and needs money immediately for starting a business. Okay, I'm not sure you really need money to start a copywriting business. You need a client. Because you got everything you need for a business, right? It's all in your head, and probably have a laptop. Now, there are two things I would do. I would go to sba.gov/local assistance, and that's local-assistance, sba.gov local assistance with a dash in the middle of local and assistant. You make an appointment with the free business mentors. These are business mentors. There'll be dozens where you live. You make an appointment. They help you for free to help you get what you need to start your business. The other thing I would do is go look for your county Veterans Service Office. County Veterans Service Office. They will help you for free, also starting a business. And you should find 5 or 6 people like that that'll help you a business. Not one person could help, because we all have different ideas and whatever. So that's the best way thing. Aren't that how publications make their money, to go in as poor boys to come out? Well, yeah, a lot of people do. You're listening. Okay, so California. What about California, Mary? What do you need in California? The thieves are from Romania. Yeah, right. Napoli. Okay. That's how much geography I know. Yeah, you're right. That's California, the thieves. Yeah. I guess you know about it out there. Madonna Stir, can I get my exposure off my property deed? Well, again, if you need free legal help or free help with that, I mean, I have no idea. Every laws are different in every state. So what you want to do, Madonna, is contact your local HUD housing counselor to find out more and where to get free help to do that. HUD.gov/counseling. Okay, do not pay for this stuff, until you're back in a corner and you talk to enough people. What help can I find? I am 61. You're just a kid in my house. It has mold. My heater is broken and I am cold. Oh, Madonna, I would go on, find help and start looking for help. I mean, there's housing help, there's home repair help and everything. And it will take you sitting on the phone, calling those numbers until you get lucky and find somebody who has that. The other help, particularly with mold and things like that for housing, is to contact your local county cooperative extension center. County Cooperative Extension Service Center. They help with home problems and things like that, and would know of there is help. But you said you're 61? Well, in the report I just gave, there's a program from the Federal Home Loan Bank Board that has grant money up to $20,000 for people over 60. So you're over the lump. I'm going to put those links in the description below, and that will take a few steps. You'll have to find your local office for the Federal Home Bank Board to find out. The other thing you want to do is find your area office on aging and call them. Area office on aging. Put in your county. If you live in Arlington County, let's say, so you're looking for the Arlington County Area Office on Aging and call them, okay? Use Google to do that, but don't put in how to get money from Google. No, you want to know specific things like I told you. Mr. Lesko, I do life and health insurance. How can I leverage into free advertising and growth? Thank you. Yeah, I do that all the time. My first two businesses I started, I had to get money to get advertising. I said, this is crazy. They failed. The next two businesses I started, I don't pay for advertising. If you have to pay for advertising, especially in the beginning, you're going to be just wasting money. No, you find ways to do it for free. Look, I'm getting a free. I'm advertising right now. Give something people need. Give free seminars, whatever. I mean, now on the internet, there's too many ways to get free advertising. Give free speeches at the local library. They'll give you a room for free, and they'll advertise it. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I do, man. Yeah. Hello, I am late, but I'm here now. Well, yes. And I gotta go now. Goodbye, Joe. I gotta go. Mio Mayo. But I'm gonna put the links in the description of the video I just explained about, okay? So it'll all be there for you to follow up on those sources, okay? And that has nothing to do with horses. Where is the numbers? I'm not sure. Senior waiting to buy property land in Michigan, Lake County, any program? Yes, there's a lot of programs. How do you find them? Wherever you are in Michigan, I'd start with housing in HUD counselors that are free. Find the free. Also, there's another free organization called Neighbor Works. Call your local Neighbor Works. You don't go to Google and look for lawyers and real estate agents. No. You find government offices that help you do that. If you're a member, we give you a listing of 7 that are there just to do that, just to help you find the thing you want. Okay, guys, I gotta go, okay? Thank you for watching. I'll be back soon.